Everyone keeps calling you shy, and you're just like, sure, okay. But there's something special about you that they don't know. Quiet people aren't quieter because we're scared. We already spotted the plot twist before they even entered the room. You observe something most people completely miss. You speak in a way that makes people actually stop and listen. You keep your circle small, but not for the reason they think. And the fourth one? That's the one that's been throwing people off your entire life. We'll get there. If you've ever felt like people completely misread your silence, your vibe, your whole way of moving through the world, this is going to make sense. Let's break it down. First sign, you observe before you engage. You read rooms differently than most. While everyone else is jumping into conversations, making first impressions, trying to be noticed, you're watching. You're picking up on body language, tone shift, group dynamics. You're figuring out who's genuine, who's performing, and where you actually fit into the equation. This makes you seem standoffish to people who don't get it. They think you're nervous or unsure of yourself. But really, you're just gathering information. You don't trust surfaces. You want to understand the deeper layer before you commit your energy to it. This observational style makes you incredibly socially intelligent. You notice things others miss. You can sense tension before it becomes obvious. Shy people avoid observing because it feels too exposed. But you lean into it. You use it as a tool. That's not anxiety, that's strategy. Second sign, you speak with purpose, not pressure. Most people talk to fill space. They're uncomfortable with silence, so they narrate their thoughts out loud, make small talk about nothing, or repeat things just to keep the conversation going. But you don't do that. When you speak, it's because you actually have something to say. This isn't about being rude. It's about energy conservation. You've realized that words have weight, and throwing them around carelessly dilutes their impact. So you listen more than you talk. You process what's being said. And when you finally do contribute, people actually pay attention because they know it's going to be worth hearing. Shy people stay quiet because they're afraid of judgment. You stay quiet because you respect the value of meaningful communication. That's not fear, that's confidence. Third sign, you connect deeply with a few, not many. Let's talk about where people really get you wrong. They see you at a party, not mingling with everyone, and they assume you're uncomfortable. But the truth is, you're just not interested in surface-level connections. You don't want to know what someone does for work. You want to understand how they think, what drives them, what they're afraid of. Small talk feels like a waste of time to you, not because you're awkward, but because it's shallow. You'd rather have one real conversation than 10 polite ones. And because of that, the friendships you do form are incredibly deep. People trust you. They open up to you. They feel seen by you in a way they don't with others. Shy people keep their circle small because they're afraid of rejection. You keep your circle small because you value quality over quantity. One comes from fear, the other comes from standards. Fourth sign, you feel emotionally older than your age. You've probably always felt a little out of step with people your own age, not in a judgmental way, just in a we're not on the same wavelength kind of way. While others are chasing drama, status, or validation, you're interested in deeper things: meaning, growth, understanding yourself and the world around you. This emotional maturity makes you calm when others panic, thoughtful when others are reactive. It gives you a kind of quiet strength that people notice, even if they can't name it. Shy people often come across as younger than they are, uncertain, hesitant, looking for guidance. But you have the opposite effect. People come to you for advice. They feel safe around you. That's not because you're louder or more charismatic. It's because you carry yourself with a steady, grounded presence that only comes from real self-knowledge. If even half of these resonated with you, you're not shy. You're selectively social. You're intentional. You're self-aware. And in a world that rewards noise and performance, that makes you rare in the best possible way. I make videos about identity, psychology, and understanding yourself on a deeper level. If that's something you're into, you'll probably like what's coming next. Thanks for watching.